In today's video, we'll see an 80-ton whale that got stranded in Brazil, a leopard's head stuck in a pot, and a wolf that fell into freezing cold water, and how they all called for help. But before them, let's start the video with a poor soul that was saved by the crane operator. No one knew the baby deer was stuck in the mud until it came out. This man heard the crying sounds of an animal in his backyard and decided to go out. What he saw shocked him. A deer was stuck in the fence of his backyard. He calmed down the animal and helped it go free. Next on our list is another crane rescue, this time of an elephant. A baby elephant who fell into a trench full of mud. Is there something more adorable than watching this cute, heartfelt rescue? Bears are notorious invaders. They're found everywhere where they're not supposed to be. This time, one of them ended up stuck in the net. When a woman found it in her garden, she called a police officer who came to free the naughty invader. Imagine excavating a mountain and you hear sounds from a concrete hole. That was a bear stuck in the pit and was in need of serious help. Didn't I tell you? Bears are found everywhere they're not supposed to be present. Anyhow, the worker broke the hole wide for the bear to breathe properly and help itself. He ran away as soon as it was free. The next one's a tear-jerking rescue of a small cat that was drowned in a river and found by river coast guards. The clip hails from Italy, where the kitten was not only given CPR, but assisted mouth-to-mouth breathing by its rescuers as well. She started breathing afterward, and the rescue turned out to be fruitful. I don't know how a flock of birds managed to stick themselves in a fence. The kind man, however, rescued them all. I don't know if this clip will restore your faith in humanity or make you catch your hair in agony. This poor dog family was abandoned in freezing cold temperatures in a plastic bag and was found by a woman named Anna Baruchova. The dog mom passed away even before the rescuer came, and out of 6, only 4 pups survived. Anna rushed to the vet with the pups, and when she checked the mother, she was long dead. Luckily, the pups are now healthy and well bonded together. After that abandoned family, here's another clip that shows what real love is. This pair of dogs was playing out when one of them fell into the frozen pool. The other barked hard to call her owner, and the lady did not hesitate to step down in the pool to find her dog. She came out to call the rescuers when she couldn't find the dog, but then she got a glimpse of it. She jumped again to save her dog, and she finally found it. The dog was saved afterward. No matter how hard the mother horse tried, her baby was badly stuck in the bridge, until the man came to help. The duo was standing there still. That dog is not hysterical. Her pups are trapped inside the water-filled trench, and she was desperately trying to save her kids. In the end, she had to get inside it to draw her babies out, and the man kept throwing away the water to make it easier for the mother. Luckily, the day was saved. Okay, this one is a bit hilarious. Look, this lady came in with a chair to save this squirrel from drowning in a paddling pool when all the squirrel did was to scare the living daylights out of the poor lady. Another heart-melting rescue happened in Australia after the fire was extinguished in the blazing jungle. A burnt baby koala bear was crying for help when a woman along with their assistant approached it. One side of the poor baby bear was completely burnt and looked at the lady in utter trust. The next rescue we have is of a dog that fell into a 60-foot deep well. The expressions of the dogs were too grim to ignore, and soon a bunch of men gathered around the well to rescue the helpless dog. One of them came down and took the grieving dog out of the well. Well, everyone knows that if an elephant falls into a pit or trench, it's not only impossible for the elephant to get out, but other elephants cannot help it to get out as well because of their huge size. Therefore, when this baby elephant fell into a hole, its mother couldn't help it. Fortunately, some people spotted them and called a rescue team. The team arrived in a helicopter to help, but the defensive mother took a position to defend her baby, but at last retreated to get her baby rescued. The elephant was saved and reunited with her mother. Similarly, once an adult elephant fell into a pit and was completely incapacitated. Some people came to rescue the poor fellow and finally were able to take him out of the pit by widening and pulling the elephant out of it. I'm unable to contemplate how this little foal landed himself in that tree, but it badly needed help. A kind man came in to free the baby horse by pushing it out of that tree. In a similar video, a donkey was trapped inside a trench upside down, with its legs flailing out of that thing in India. The animal aid rescue team came in to help the poor soul out of that dumping trench. This is one of my favorite rescues that started when some rescuers found a beautiful wolf in the freezing cold water. It was trapped in water and was about to lose its life. The condition of the wolf was so bad that it lost consciousness during the rescue. The team tried to revive the wolf through CPR, but failed and took it to the hospital, where vets spent a lot of time to bring the wolf back to life. Animal Aid Unlimited in India got a call from locals about a dog crying in front of a large pile of rubble from a collapsed house. They came in bewildered, trying to understand why the dog was crying, when they found out that she was a mother of some pups who were buried under the rubble and she was crying for her babies. The wailing mother even took one of them to the point where her puppies were buried. They started by taking off the stones, and at last, they heard the pups' voices. The restlessness of the mother did not lessen until she was reunited with all of her babies, which were unbelievably small. One of the most demanding and hard rescues involved helping out a stuck manatee on a sandy berm. The rescuers from Clearwater Marine Aquarium Research Institute were informed about an adult manatee that got stranded while trying to swim between two rivers. There was no way to help the poor animal other than using a bulldozer to make the water flow on the sandy berm. When enough water came in for the manatee to move easily, the rescuers took her to the open water and then released her there. And the next animal that asked for help was a leopard that fell into an approximately 50-foot deep well in Maharashtra, India, and was rescued by Wildlife SOS in India. The leopard was helplessly floating in the water when the rescuers threw a wooden plank in the well to help the leopard keep afloat. After that, a special cage was used for the leopard to get on that was then removed from the well. Whales are the largest animals on Earth, and they can even ask for help when they need it. And well, they need help because they get in trouble because of humans, so they're kind of justified there. Anyhow, a boat of professional divers went near a wailing mother whale when they found out a young whale was trapped in a fishing net and its mobility was severely hindered because of the net. She was barely floating in the water. Those were such amazing moments then both the whale and the people were interacting to save the juvenile whale. The rescuers dived into the water and thoroughly cut the entangling rope around it. As soon as she was free, she reached out to her mother and both of them immediately dived into the water and left. A blue whale washed ashore on the sandy beach of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil and called for help. And well, the people were more than happy to help. Cranes were called in, ropes were gathered and tied around the whale, boats were ready to tug it, people formed groups, some pulled the ropes into the water, some pushed the whale from the beach. And when the whale finally made it into the water, the shrieks of joy were unforgettable. The next we have on our list is a dolphin that washed ashore on a beach during a high tide and then got stuck in the sand. She started squeaking in utter helplessness, and people rushed in after hearing the cries of the poor animal and threw water on it using buckets. They all pushed the dolphin back into the water. During high tide, a baby great white shark got stranded and trapped on the rocks along the coast of southern Africa. It was as motionless as dead, but people were still hesitant to touch it. And rightly so. It's a killing machine. Okay, a baby killing machine, but still, does it make any difference? At last, one braver man took it in his hands and put it in a bit of deep water where it could swim to its fellows by swimming out to them. Toward the end of the video, let's talk about the cutest help that I have ever seen being asked. An adorable baby horse made a car stop on a national highway and came near the driver's seat. The driver was intrigued, but he eventually realized that the baby wanted help to cross the railing to join its family, which it obviously could not do on its own. So he came out, took the horse into his arms, and put him on the other side of the railing, where it happily joined its family. And now let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by a subscriber. Similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. A thirsty leopard ended up sticking his head in a water pot in Rajasthan, India. The people called the rescuers and the leopard was sedated, after which the pot was removed from his head. All the above deeds are incredible in their own way. and I think this is the best way to live on as diverse a planet like our Earth. With this note, we end our video here. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching it.